Welcome. In this video, I'll be walking through some of the search functions of EBC's online ordering system, how to find existing records and view reports. It's important to check for an existing contact record when registering new recipients to avoid creating duplicate records. If you're using the field order form to collect information, you'll notice there's a question asking whether this is their first order with us or not. So in the provider portal, you can use the search bar to enter a household or contact name. For contacts, you can use either their last name or their first name, or even part of a name by using the asterisk as a wildcard. As you type, a list of the most recently viewed records that match that search will show up as suggestions. Household records have a castle next to them, and contact records have a little person. You can click directly on one to open the record, or you can click search to view the full search results. And results will be grouped by record type. Over on the left is a summary of the search results where I can click on a record type to narrow the search results. And for advanced search, I would click on show filters, and I could filter by some additional criteria and click apply filters. To find an order, you can open the recipient's contact record and scroll down to the bottom to see a list of their orders. Or if you happen to know the order number, you can just type that directly in the search bar. Another way that you can search for records is to view a report of all the records of that type and then filter them from there. So you would just click on the tab that corresponds to your record type. Let's say I wanted to see a list of households. I would select that view. And these views act as spreadsheets. By default, they're ordered alphabetically by the first heading, but you can reorder them by any of the other columns by clicking on a column heading and reorder them in ascending or descending order by clicking on the arrow icon that appears when the heading is selected. And then you can filter them further using the letters across the top. So if I click household, city, and S, it's going to show me all my household records registered in a city that starts with S. And to get back to the full list, I would click all. If you're using an anonymous numbering system to name your records, you would use other, since your records would not start with a letter. So if I click on household name and other, it's going to show me all of my anonymous households that are numbers. If you have a lot of records, you can use the navigation at the bottom to select the number of records to display per page, and then use the previous and next buttons. If you click on the printer icon at the top, you can view a printable report of your search. You can select the number of records to print out and click print this page. And then when you're finished, you would just click close window. The contacts and order tabs work pretty much the same. For contacts, you can filter them by recipient's last name, household name, gender, or age. And for orders, I could select a view and click go and filter these by pickup date, recipient, or order number. I don't have pickup dates in here because I'm using fake data, but yours will show up here. If it's within a week of your pickup date, just remember that it's going to show up on the locked orders report. A report of orders from this view will pretty much just show you the list of recipients that you're picking up for. If you wanted to see what items were ordered, you would have to click on an individual order number to open up that order and see the items. But with our administrative access, we're able to generate more complete reports. So when you come to pick up, we'll have 2 printed copies of a full report for you to keep, which list all of the items in each of your orders for that day. A copy for you to check off and a copy for you to take with you. So you won't need to worry about that. So that's an overview of how search works. The site is pretty intuitive. You can play around with it and find what works for you. If you have any questions that aren't covered in the manual, give us a call or send us an email. The provider page of our website has a link of who to call, and that varies by the type of question that you've got. Thanks.